Welcome. My name is Thomas Ledford, aka Taxman88, and I'm having a conversation today. We have 149 left in this year as far as days, and it's all about talking about the things that's going to be important to you being successful in your business, let alone your life. And if you're ready to start your own tax preparation service and you haven't taken action for whatever reason, we call those excuses. And so if you haven't reached out to someone who has the knowledge and the skills that educate you on why you want to get started now, especially if you're the person that's brand new to this industry. You have no prior training experience at all, but you chose a career industry and a business model of tax preparation and taxation as a way to get started with a business, then you definitely want to talk to someone who knows their stuff. You definitely want to talk to someone who can educate you and show you up close and personal if this is the right career move for you in the first place when it comes to tax preparation and taxation, because everybody can't do what I do. They just can't wrap their minds around the information in the first place. And so you might find out as a result of embarking on this journey that you can't even wrap your mind around the information, which lets you know that, hey, this is not the career fit for you, and you might want to venture off into another avenue when it comes to starting your own business. And that's okay, at least you know. But the point is, you got people who procrastinated for years who want to start their own tax preparation service, but never took enough action to even see if this industry is right for them. And when they finally take action and find out 8, 10, 12 years later, it wasn't, that's a blow to their ego and their emotions because they procrastinated so much time. And when they finally took action, they found out that this just wasn't the right career industry for them. They couldn't wrap their minds around the information and they devastated. So don't procrastinate years of getting started to find out that this is not for you. Take action now. I'm giving you an opportunity to leave me a comment, leave me your email address where I can send you some information that's going to educate you to let you see if this is a good fit for you. And if you determine based on the information I send you that it is, and you might think I might be a good fit to work with, call me up. Let's talk. Let's do a Zoom meeting. Let's get a face-to-face Zoom meeting. Let's get a good feel for one another. And whatever questions, concerns you have, hit me with them. I'm going to be able to educate you on what you need to know and why you need to know it, and whatever situations and questions and concerns you have, I'll be able to answer those things. I've taught an income tax course for over 15 years in my local area, classroom style, and I've had students who had questions that prior instructors that they went to couldn't answer. And I simply told them that the question you had, they couldn't answer. It's not rocket science. Whatever that question was, they just weren't able to answer. And instead of just telling you, hey, I don't know the answer, but let me follow back up with you and get the answer for you, they just left it at that. And so that's the quality or lack of quality that you run into when it comes to this industry. That, hey, I've been doing this 20 years, 14 years as a business owner, and I'm passionate and I'm serious, and I have my clients' best interests at heart, and I'm here to let you know that if you want to make a move in this career industry, because this is a career industry in itself, and you want to start a business in this career industry, it don't cost you nothing to send me your email address so I can see you some information, educate you on this industry where you can get a glimpse of what's possible and what you need to learn for you can ask yourself if you even want to embark on this journey. I had a young lady from Georgia who realized that it was too much information. The responsibilities of being a tax professional and a business owner was just not worth it, and she realized how much she loved her job already. And so these are the things you learn when you try to go out here and start your own business in the tax preparation industry. Is that you find out that, hey, the job you got ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a whole lot of information to learn. But the problem is, if you're trying to do this on your own, you don't know what you need to be learning first and what can wait. And so my solution in my coaching program brings the full service solution to take away all the guesswork, to give you a customized plan of action that we're going to focus on right now and build on top of it. Like I said, it's a whole lot of information. And I talked to another guy a few days ago, and he said, man, it's a whole lot of information. Yeah, it is. But if you work with me, I'm going to give you what you need first, and we build on that. Because there's too much information to give it all to you at once, because number one, you can handle it no more than I could. And so to keep it real, to keep it simple, we start with the basics and we build on the basics. And from there, after you've got your feet wet and you've done 3 to 5 years and you've made a commitment to learning and getting good at this skill set, because see, our service-based business is based on knowledge. And so the more knowledge you have, the better you can serve your end user, which is your ideal client. And for me, my ideal client is simply a man or woman who's looking to get their taxes done accurately and professionally based on their individual situation. That's it, and that's all. That's how simple my avatar is when it comes to my ideal client. See, when it comes to the ideal client aspect, you determine who that ideal client is. Yours might be opposite than mine. You choose. There's no right or wrong. This is your business. This is the way you want it. And if you got a vision and a way you see it, right or wrong, you can make it happen that way. And then some of the consequences that go along with it depends on what way you see it and what way you want to carry it out. So, like I said, 149 days left in this year, and I got people who getting ready right now for the upcoming tax season by learning knowledge and skills needed to do the work and mastering the software to make it happen with. So that's a two-pronged task. That's the most challenging aspect of being a tax preparation business owner. And once you get those two challenges and tasks down and out the way and a foundation set, uh, the rest is a streamlined process. One of the biggest issues right now is creating a secure account. You got to go to irs.gov, and to create a secure account, it's going to ask you, uh, do you want to get your transcript online? If you click the button that request your transcript online, it's going to ask you to create an account or to use the account you already have. If you don't have an account, then you need to have a credit card or auto loan or a student loan or a mortgage or line of credit. One of those pieces of financial information, along with other personal information they're going to ask you to order to create a secure account. So once you successfully create a secure account, everything else will be knocked out in one day. I got a client in Louisiana knocked out in one day. Once she created a secure account the same day, the next day she got the e-file provider's application filled out with the assistance of the IRS rep, because at the time I wasn't able to assist her. And number two, she didn't even call me back to even ask me to assist her. She took the initiative to get it done on her own. And that's what I'm talking about. So she made it happen on her own. She has an EFA number approved, and now she's ready to buy professional software and work with third-party banks for the upcoming tax season. All she has to do now is take that income tax course that I'm teaching her, master that, get good at it, take the software, master that, get good at it, and that way when tax season come around, she'll be ready to roll. She'll be able to go out here and let people know, hey, I got my own tax service, here's my card. And when it comes to asking you what you do, we don't use titles. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? Using titles. A tax preparer, tax professional, CPA, EA, tax attorney, those are titles. Titles mean nothing for the most part of people. When people ask me what I do, I let them know that I specialize in working with self-employed individuals to help maximize their profits through tax deductions. And that sounds more interesting than me just saying a tax preparer, because that means nothing to the average person no way. And so when it comes to my business, when it comes to your business, when it comes to you looking to start your own tax preparation service, but a person brand new off the boat who has no prior training or experience, the time to make it happen is now. And even with the time you got left, you're pressing your luck. Because see now, the things you have to do is master the training for knowledge and skills of tax preparation, master the software to go with it. Those two are two challenges I talked about earlier that apply to everybody who wants to start their own tax service. The rest of that stuff speaks for itself, as business structure, business accounts, payment processes, what equipment and tools and resources we're going to use and the leverage to make it happen for our virtual clients versus local clients. All that speaks for itself when we talk about it. But the challenge you find is tax preparation, knowledge and skills, and software. And so those are the things you got to be able to master and make happen in these last 149 days of this year. And at best, you might have another 3 weeks in January before the season actually starts. They don't normally announce the following season until sometime in December on when we're going to start. So the thing is, if you fall into the boat and in the path and in the category of a person brand new, no prior training experience, who want to start their own tax service, but haven't taken action, haven't done nothing but your bare minimum on research. And the research is universal because you can Google how to start your own tax service. You can Google how to start your own successful tax service or your tax firm. Whatever phrase or words you use, the bottom line is you're going to get some search results. Now, those search results, you got to go check out each one to see which one has the information that makes more sense for you to embark on. And then from there, you got to ask yourself what I go do first. And so my coaching program take away all the guesswork. You know what I'm saying? If you join my team and you invest in yourself by investing in my mentorship and coaching program, the perks and benefits of being uh, a part of my coaching program and me being on your team is that I'm gonna help you fast track your success. The minimum a brand new person with no training and experience who gets started can make, and I'm talking about the bare minimum ugly. This ugly number is 10,000, and we talk about from January to October 15th of every year. If you can't make a funky $10,000 from January to October 15th of every year, that means you simply not doing that inside your tax preparation business. That's how simple it is. But if you're the go-getter, if you're gonna take action, if you're gonna be dedicated and passionate about your business like I am about mine, then you making 20 or 30,000 in the first season. You getting started is definitely possible. Because income disclaimer: in my first tax season, I made 40,000 plus, but my results are not typical. When I have to mention that as a legal disclaimer, the average person who gonna get started working with me won't make 40 cents, let alone $40,000 for the first season. But it's possible if they do the work. It's possible if they take action. It's possible if they do all the things I suggest they do when it comes to their tax preparation business. And that's where people fall short. That they ain't gonna do everything they need to be doing to get the results they say they want to get. So wherever you fall at, it's gonna be on you. So if you already got experience, if you already got uh, your ETH and your PTIN and your business account and all those things already, but you still need a seasoned veteran on your team that's going to help assist you during actual tax season and beyond. Reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's see if I can help you make it happen. I got a young lady who's been in the industry just as long as I have, and I was surprised she even reached out to me. And I asked her, with the time you got in, what is it I can help you do? But I realized that she's been in the industry just as long as I have, but she's been in it from a employee point of view and not a business point of view, business owner point of view, and that's the crucial learning curve that she has to learn about, that she's going to learn from me. That I've been a business owner for 14 years and she's been an employee for 14. So she doesn't come close to knowing what I know and doing what I do. And so that's the difference between being an employee for years versus being a business owner for years, is that I outrank you when it comes to my knowledge and experience and skills when it as a business owner versus being an employee. And so that's how I help her when it comes to her getting ready for the upcoming tax season. COVID hit last March, and some people never got started. They got their credentials set up, they got everything ready to go, but COVID hit, shut down the nation, and they threw a for a loop. This is a time to regroup. This is a time to get back on track. If you got your credentials and everything already up and running, ready to go, man, call me. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's set a Zoom meeting, and let's work it out. Let's make it happen. Let's see what 2022 gonna be like for you. You know what I'm saying? With making it happen for the 2021 tax season for the clients that's coming up and ready to roll. And I definitely see you in my next video.